What's up, guys? I'm Newbie Dave, and today we're building a big old tower. Let's get started. How's it going, everybody? Last week we built this awesome blacksmith house. Love this build. I'm so happy with how it turned out. And as promised, between episodes, I just kind of pushed this hill back and went ahead and brought this path all the way around so you can get to the back gate. It just loops around this blacksmith house. I love the way that the back of this space has come along. It's just so much more vibrant and alive and exciting than it was when I first moved into this really cool area that I found. But this is going to be a really big build today, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Like I said, I want to build a really big tower. I mean, this thing's going to go all the way up to the little floating island up there. Probably I'm going to have to dig out some of that because this thing is going to be super tall, you guys. And you've probably noticed I moved my beacon over here because I think it's going to be really cool to have my beacon going right through this thing. And so you're going to walk into this tower and there'll just be this shaft of light shining straight up through the top of it. That's going to look really good. But my beacon is not currently powered because there's no sky directly above it. So once we get this thing built all the way up to the top, then I'm going to have to go ahead and dig a hole through the island. Probably going to have to dig out some of that area as well because this thing is going to go all the way up there. Now for the pallet, I'm going to build most of the foundation out of stone bricks and cobblestone. The roof I'm going to do out of birch, and I'm going to kind of outline it with dark oak. And then I'm also going to throw in some dark oak and some spruce throughout the build here or there, along with some spruce fences. So this is kind of the color palette that I'm going for. But because this is going to be such a huge structure and there's going to be a lot of detail to it, I'm really just going to build the entire thing out of just plain old stone brick blocks to begin with. And then once I have the actual structure in place, then I'll come and swap some of it out with some stairs, some slabs, some cobblestone, throw in some of the dark oak, and do a lot of the detailing once the actual structure is built. I think that's going to make it a lot easier. Now, as you can see, I've already outlined the base of this thing. It's an 11 by 11 circle, and I'm just going to go ahead and cover up all this wool with stone brick blocks, and I'm going to build this thing 3 levels tall before we go any higher. Now, fair warning, this build is going to take a lot of resources. I'm only 3 rows tall, and I've already gone through a stack and a half of stone bricks, so I definitely don't have enough stone bricks. But that's okay, I'm loaded on stone. I'm going to go ahead and knock out where the door is going to be on both sides of this, because I am going to end up falling into the middle of this during the build, and this will be our way out. Because I'm going to end up falling into this thing, I'm also going to go ahead and put a water bucket in the middle here. And that way I have something soft to land on. Now for the next row, I want to make it 1 block smaller, but just on the flat side. So I'm going to keep the corners where they are and move the flat sides in 1 more row. So something kind of like that. And then I'm going to take the next row and just skip the corners, and we're just going to do the flat sides only. And then I want a block that is in between these 2 corner pieces. So I'll put a block there and then place it and remove the temporary block. So it should look like this, just 1 corner piece on this row. And then that row that we just did with the corner pieces moved in 1 block, that's going to be 2 rows tall. So it should start looking like this. So the foundation of this thing is going to be pretty wide. That's going to be about the widest the tower is going to be. And then it's going to kind of taper in a little bit. And then a lot of the tower is going to be the inner radius, the smaller radius, and then it's going to sort of go back out again at the top. I think it's going to look really good. So for the next row, we're going to move things in 1 more block, which means that really we're just going to get rid of the corners. We're just going to have the flat edges that are 5 blocks wide. So you're going to have to place some temporary blocks to get there, but then just break them after you place them. So this one's really just a square with the corners missing. And we're just going to do 1 row at that height. And the next row is going to be a little bit smaller. So we're going to do 3 blocks on the flat side. And then we're going to do a corner block like that. So break out the temporary block. And then 3 on each side. Now this row right here, this is going to be the smallest circumference, the smallest circle in this structure. This is going to be the main body of this tower. This is what's going to go up the highest. So I'm going to go up, I think I'm going to go up 9 blocks on this. I've already done 1, so I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's hop on down. We'll see how this looks from the ground. Yeah, so you imagine this layer right here going up that high, and then it's going to kind of go back out a little bit as it goes up. All right, it's looking good so far. Now you could take that middle piece up as high as you want. There's still a lot of this tower to build on top of this. So you can see I'm already getting pretty close to the bottom of that floating island. So like I might go up 1 more row, but I don't know because look at this, the island's right there. I think I'm just gonna stop right there. Not the tower, but the middle section. So for this next row, we're going to go back out a little bit. So we'll do 3 blocks on the outside like that. And then we'll extend the corners a little bit. Yeah, so you can see this top section is really just 1 block wider in every direction than the main shaft of the tower. And I went up 4 blocks with this. And I mean, there's the bottom of the island. So I'm going to have to start breaking this thing out here pretty soon. But let's hop down and see how this looks from the ground. Yeah, it's coming along. It's looking real good. It is still kind of basic because I'm just doing it out of the same type of block right now, but you can already see where it's just begging for some detail work, like up there in the corners and right here on the corners. And there's some places that it's just, you can tell where it wants to have some variety thrown in. Now I want to do the roof next, but in order to do that, we need to do not really detailing, but we need to kind of modify this upper level a little bit. So what I want to do is I'm going to skip the bottom row and go up 1, 2, 3. And on this bottom, actually no, well, not, whoa, okay. Yeah, make sure you've got some feather falling or slow fall potion or something. So what I want is a stair right there. And I want it to be upright, which apparently is very difficult to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a temporary block right below it, and I'll put a stair there. Now knock that out. Okay, so we've got a stair right here. We're going to leave a gap of 2 blocks, and actually, you know what? The stair doesn't even go there. It goes out. We're going to move this thing out 1. So we're going to put a stair there, and then we're going to put kind of a frame around this. And then on the top of this, we'll do another stair upside down like that. So if we head down to the bottom and take a look at this thing from below, you can see it kind of, it's like a window sticking out. And the upside down stair and the stair on the bottom and the upside down stair on top create kind of a frame. We're going to put some glass in there later. But for now, we just have this window sticking out. That's because we need this thing sticking out because the roof is actually going to go on top of that. So let me do this on all 4 sides really fast. All right, so I got the windows put in on all 4 sides. Now we have what's basically going to be the foundation of the roof. And now we can start building the roof on top. Now for the roof, like I said, I'm going to be using dark oak stairs and planks and some birch wood. And the birch wood is going to be the inside of the roof, and the dark oak is going to be the edges. So my scaffolding might end up being in the way here, but what I'm going to do to start with is on the middle piece right here, the upside down stair, I'm going to go up another 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think 3 blocks. I think that's going to be good. So on the side of the window here, on the very top block, I'm going to do some dark oak stairs. I'm going to go out 1 block like this. We're going to do an upside down stair. And then on top of this, we're going to do dark oak planks going up to the same height as the stone bricks. I'll do this on the other side. Actually, I'm going to go up 1 more because in the middle of this one, we're going to do an upside down stair. And then 1, 2 solid blocks, another upside down stair on the outside, an upright stair, and then finally 1 more upside down stair. So let me hop down a little bit and we'll kind of take a look at this thing. So from the side, it kind of looks like this. You've got this A-frame that goes around the window, but then it kind of goes up and out and up and out a little bit. And from the ground, it's starting to look like this. It looks a little bit weird because it's just that one side, just the outline sticking out by itself. There's no inner roof to kind of bring it all together. But once I get this whole thing put in, trust me, it's going to look really good. There we go. So we've got all four, I guess, are they gables? I don't know if they're gables. Little arches sticking out over the windows on the top. That's basically the frame for our roof. The rest of it we're going to fill in with birch logs and birch planks and stairs and stuff. And then we'll put another layer of dark oak on top of that. You can see I also put some glowstone up in the stone on the bottom of the floating island. I've kind of wanted to do that since I moved into this area, but it's just really hard to get up there. But especially now that we've got the tower up there, it was so dark up on the roof. So that not only lights things up, it just looks really cool. All right, so for our roof, we're going to start with just putting some birch planks right behind each of these dark oak planks. And then I want to do some birch stairs right here. And so I think I'm actually going to replace this top plank of dark oak with a stair instead. So we're going to do this on both sides of each arch. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this other arch over here because we need to eventually bring the two together to connect. So to do that, I think I'm just literally going to bring each one back until it meets the other side. Like that. And then we've got this little gap in the middle. We're going to fill this in with stairs. So we'll do birch stair, and birch stair like that. And now I'm kind of trapped on the outside here. So there's one little corner done. I guess I'll go ahead and do the top of this. So we'll do another, I guess we'll do two there and then just bring this row of birch slabs all the way back. Now remember, we need one empty block in the middle because this is where our beacon is going to shine all the way through. So we're not going to fill that one in. Now for the very top of this, I'm going to do dark oak plank, then stair, then slabs. And then we'll do a slab there. I think I may have messed this up. I think I want that to be a plank. So I'm just going to raise the little pointy part that sticks out by one. So if I come look at it from this side, yeah, all I did was I took that little section, raised it by one, and put one more plank under it. So instead of it just kind of being a straight out piece like that, it goes up and then out. So that's going to be the very, very top of this thing. So we'll do another slab, solid plank. Nope, this is going to be a stair. Then a solid plank. Then a slab, another stair, and then we'll raise this section as well. So if we hop down, look at this from the bottom, I've only done the one corner, but it should give us an idea. I gotta get way out here to see this. It should give us an idea of how the rest of this roof is gonna look. Look at that thing. Yeah, that is so cool. So I'm gonna do that exact same pattern on all the other corners of the roof, and that's pretty much gonna be our roof. I'm gonna do some more detailing on the rest of the tower, but I think that's kind of it for the roof. So check it out. That is basically the structure for this tower. It's looking real good. All we need to do now is go back and do some detailing so it's not just the same block type building the whole thing. So the very first thing that I think I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to do kind of one side all the way up, and then once I get it looking the way I like, I'm just going to copy that on all four sides. So starting down here, I want this entryway to be kind of an arch. And so I'm going to do this. I'll do a stone brick and then a stone brick stair on top of it, kind of like that. Yes. And then I'm going to have some windows here and there as we go up. And so I think the first window is going to be right there. And for all the windows, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the stairs that I did for the very top there. So let me get up here. I'll knock out this bottom one and we'll do stone brick stair there. And I don't think I'm going to do one on top because I want to do something else up here. And then still up here by the window, I'm going to do a stair there and a stair there. So yeah, it creates this sort of archway around the door. It's still too much stone brick though. So this is where I'm going to come in and start throwing in some cobblestone. I think I'm going to do cobblestone kind of like accents. So basically right here behind these stairs. Yeah, I like that. And I think I'm going to do one more sort of accent wall right here as well. So around the window. All right, we're looking good. I still want to do something. I think this is where I'm going to throw in some of the spruce. So maybe we get up on top here. And back in the corner, I'm going to replace these two with some spruce. So let me put a temporary block there. I'll do spruce like that and spruce like that. And then we can remove that. And how's that look? Yeah, I like that. So let me do that on this side as well. And then I said I wanted to do something else above the window. So this is where I'm going to bring in these dark oak stairs. And we'll just do kind of a row of stairs like this. And then maybe we turn them like that. And I'm going to stop here because, like I said, I'm just going to do one entire side. This is basically just going to get repeated on that side. Yeah, it's looking good. And then one last little bit of detail I want to do down here is we'll throw in some spruce fences in front of the spruce logs and underneath those stairs. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I put down some temporary blocks down here so I could get up and down without having to take my scaffolding. So let me get rid of these so I can get a better feel for how this is looking. Now I think I'm going to need to do this in sections. I think I'm going to copy this bottom section on all four sides. Otherwise I'm going to forget. And as I'm doing the other sides, I'm going to have to keep coming over here and be like, where does the cobblestone go? So let me do this bottom section on all four sides really fast. And then we'll move to the middle section and then we'll do the top section. All right, it's looking good so far. So I did the same pattern all the way around all four sides, and it really looks a lot better to have each side finished. So now we're going to work on this middle section. So here's what I'm thinking for the middle section. I actually want to carry the cobblestone up one more block on each side. And then I'm going to put just a fence on top of that. And so because the tower is kind of tapering in as it goes up, I think this helps sort of add to that depth, add to that taper effect. Yeah, that looks good. And then another little trick I'm going to do to sort of help with that taper appearance is I'm going to go up one block and I'm going to replace, let's do 1, 2, yeah, let's just do 2 blocks. We'll replace those, not with cobblestone actually. We're going to put cobblestone behind it, like right there and there. And then I think maybe behind that we'll just do regular bricks. And then we'll fill that in with spruce fences as well. So let me do this on the other side. So again, the cobblestone is not replacing the stone, it's going behind the stone brick. Actually, no, it doesn't need to be, it needs to be cobblestone on both sides because you're going to see this from both sides and we want it to look the same. Actually, I think I want to go up one more. That's a little bit too short. I'm going to go up one more with that. See, how's that look? Yeah, that's better. So again, it just makes that middle section look even skinnier without actually changing the dimensions of the building. It's kind of a cool trick. Now I want to do another window in this middle section. So let's go up 2 blocks and then we'll knock out 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do upside down stair, regular stair, and glass. And I'm doing yellow glass for this whole thing. I think the yellow glass looks really good with this color palette. And then I'm going to go up a little bit more from here. And I want to do something under this window because we've got this big window right above us that's sticking out. And so let me do some dark oak. So just right above the upside down stair above the window, we're going to do upside down dark oak stair, followed by planks going up like that. And then we'll surround that with dark oak stairs right there and there. Okay, so you know what happened? I actually built this tower a little bit too short. I had made plans for this thing and I was off by a couple rows. So I had to modify my plans a little bit, but the basic idea is I want this middle piece kind of sticking down right up to the top of that window and then it to kind of come out underneath the top window like that. So I think this is a pretty good compromise. So I think what I want to do next is I'm going to have these dark oak stairs kind of wrap all the way around the top here, but underneath where that stair is going to go, that's not going to work because there's going to be a stair there. I'm just going to put some regular cobblestone because there's going to be a, whoa, there's going to be a dark oak stair going over top of it. And it doesn't matter that there's nothing on top of this stair because you're never really going to see down from above on this thing. And then the reason I want to do that is because right under that cobblestone, I'm going to put a fence and then hang a lantern from there. Because this is getting kind of dark up here. And so we need something to light up. This is not about blocking spawns. This is really just about making it look nice. Because it's really technically underground, it's getting kind of dark towards the top of this structure. So these lanterns should help light it up. So I think if we take a step back and look at it, yeah, that middle section, oh, that's looking really good. I really, really like that. Why can I not get up on top of this? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna copy that same pattern for the middle section on all the other 3 sides now before we get to the top. All right, looking good. So one small detail that I decided to change up on 2 of the sides is I didn't put a window in the middle on 2 of the sides. Only the other 2, I don't know how to describe which side these are. the 2 with the doors. Yeah, there we go. The sides that have the doors have windows. The sides that don't have doors don't have windows. I just felt as becoming too matchy-match. Like every single side was identical, and I thought that was a little bit too much. What? I'm getting shot by a skeleton. I don't have my bow and arrow. Well, this is a problem. I honestly was not expecting to run into hostile mobs this high up. Take that. Okay, so now it is time to get up here on top and finish decorating the very top level of this thing. And what I want to do is I'm going to replace these corners of stone brick with spruce logs instead. And I think I'm not really happy with this little platform, so I think I'm going to remove this. And now I need to do something with the stairs on the side. Let's see, what if we just turn these so that they go in like that? Will that work? Let's take a look from the ground. You know, I think that's okay. I think I can live with that, yeah. Yeah, that's good. So we'll cut off the stairs that are wrapping around the corners, and they'll just turn right into the cobblestone. And then we're going to replace the corners of stone bricks with spruce instead. And then another detail I want to do up here to kind of break up the monotony of all the stone brick is these little side pieces behind the windows. I'm going to replace those with cobblestone. Not that one. We do want to leave the windows open. So I'll replace that with cobblestone and then throw in yet more spruce fences in the corners here. And then while we're up here on the corners of the little arch over the window, I'm going to put 2 pieces of chain, one under the other. It's really nice that they added the sideways chain, but now I'm trying to not do sideways chain. And then on the bottom of each chain, we'll go ahead and put a lantern. That one's going to be kind of tough to reach. All right, so how does that look? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So that is pretty much done for this side. Now I just need to take what I've done on the top there, the spruce logs, the chains, the lanterns, the fences, and just copy it to the other sides. And then I think we're done with this thing. So there we have it, our brand new tower. This looks so good. I am so happy with how this turned out. I do wish I'd made it a little bit taller. I think I was nervous about going too deep into the floating island up there, but regardless, it still looks amazing. There's one last thing I need to do before I can call the outside of this complete, and I need to power on my beacon. So that means I need to get up on top of this island up here and make a hole where the beacon's going to shine through. So if I remember the coordinates correctly, it should be 5817, 324. So I'm going to do the thing that you should never do in Minecraft and just dig straight down because I know what's under this. There we go. Yes, and now our beacon is active, and check this out. I mean, how cool is that? You got this beacon going straight up through the middle of a building and then popping out this island on top. That's awesome. So that is going to wrap it up for today. Now I know what you're thinking, how can you call this build complete when we haven't done a single thing to the inside? We haven't moved in any villagers, we haven't decorated. Well, that's going to be the weekend update because this was a very long build just working on the outside, and I am very happy with the state that it's in, and I don't want to add another 15 or 20 minutes to this video doing the inside. So we'll knock that out on Sunday. So be sure to check back on Sunday to see how we finish up this brand new tower. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. I know I say that a lot, but it does help me. It encourages me. It helps others find these videos. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks y'all and have a great day.